Hello, everybody. This is Ming Chen,
Hi, I'm Mike Zapsik from AMC's Comic Book Men.
and you are watching AFK, the AFK show, our favorite show on the planet.
One of.
One of. So you're watching the right show. Keep watching, and keep watching.
And keep watching. And keep watching. Don't stop.
Vern, I am a news reporter at KWTX here in town, Channel 10 News, CBS. Here to talk to you and talk to everybody. How are you doing today? How's it going?
I'm good. Can you hang on 1 second?
Yep.
I need to... Can you go grab that other chair?
There you go.
Sorry, guys. Time out for a sec.
All right. How's it going?
It's going.
So, Austin Powers was one of the biggest movies ever, franchises. What was it like being in that franchise? That's, I think, the obvious question today.
Oh, it was fun. I mean, with Mike, when you're working with him, he's very unpredictable, so you just never know what he's going to do. You have to really stay on your toes and be prepared and try to react off of what he's doing.
Did you ever think that movie franchise would have become as big as it did?
I had no idea. I didn't do the first one. So, I seen the first one, and I loved it, fell in love with it. It was, like, for me, a cult movie. Yeah. And then for the next title, I got a call to go down and meet with Jay Roach, the director. And I was just ecstatic about doing that. We got to meet him. I don't remember what we said. But a couple days later, they offered me the part of Mini-Me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mike Myers, awesome actor. He just rebooted his Wayne's World. Did you guys see that sketch on SNL for the 40th? What was it like working with Mike, a legend in comedy?
He's just an ultimate talent. And like I said, I guess a little bit earlier, he's unpredictable. Mm-hmm. He likes to improv, and, we do a couple takes where we go by the script, but then afterwards, he likes to just play with it. And if you were there and seen it, most of the improv stuff is what was in the film.
Mm. Wow. How did you get into show business? How did you get your start?
Well, I was still living in Michigan. I was like 18, 19. And I seen a movie called Willow.
I remember. I saw that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, Ron Howard, George Lucas. But they had a whole village of little people. Not village people, but little people.
Sure.
And I seen what they were doing, and, I knew that I could do that. It's just a matter of getting that opportunity to have somebody find you and, trust you and believe that you could do it. Shortly after that, I think I was 21 years old. I moved to Texas.
Nice move.
I lived in Arlington, Texas for like 15 years.
Nice.
While I was there, I was working for the telephone company as customer service. And a friend of mine got a call about a movie project where they needed a stunt double for a 9-month-old baby, 9-month-old baby. And they searched worldwide, and I was the closest thing that, could be able to do the stunts and crawl around all over the place. And so that was my first break.
Wow. What's the best part of being an actor?
It's just the best part for me is I'm doing something that I enjoy doing. It's really unfortunate that most people, to make a living, they're doing things that they don't really like. So I feel lucky in that aspect. And, I feel lucky just being given all these opportunities for different things now.
If somebody's kind of like you and they have this dream of becoming something, what is advice you would give them to help them get that foot in the door to do that dream that they may have?
I guess the biggest thing is, and this is what my parents always told me when I was growing up as a kid, you could do anything you set your mind to. I might not be able to do it in the ways that you guys do it, but I can still do it just in a different way. For example, turning on a light switch. You guys take that for granted because you just walk in a room, flip a switch, and it's on. So I have to improvise. So at my house, it's all normal. The lights aren't down low or anything like that. So I have a stick in several rooms, and I use that to turn the lights on and turn off. I use that to unlock my front door. And it's just a lot of different things that average size people don't think of.
Did you ever think that you would be as successful as you were once you got into that first role, that you would become such an icon in movie history?
Not at all.
Really? Wow.
It's still surprising sometimes. I travel all over the world, and it's funny because they don't know my real name, but they know Mini-Me. So I was in Thailand a couple times, and they come up and just start pointing. It's like, Mini-Me, Mini-Me. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
Now, is that your favorite role of all time that you've played?
Not my favorite, but I do like it just because it's giving me all these opportunities.
Wow.
My favorite role is Percy in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Wow. Now, doing some research, correct me if I'm wrong, you were in Harry Potter, correct?
Yes.
There was the first one.
Just the first one.
I remember that scene. You were there giving the money at Gringotts, correct?
If you remember the scene, what did I say?
Wingardium Leviosa?
Huh?
No, I don't remember.
I thought you said you remembered the scene.
Not what you said.
I said, key, please.
And
wasn't too hard.
And besides Mini-Me in that one, any other roles that you just cherished, the fact that you were able to be in?
What I cherish mostly is the opportunity, but also the great people that I get to work with. Michael Caine, Christopher Plummer, Heath Ledger, Johnny Depp, Jude Law, Colin Farrell, Anthony Hopkins. The list just goes on and on and on. So that's something that, I'm a fan of also. So I get a little starstruck too.
Is there any actor you would like to work with? Any actress? Anyone that out there you haven't yet worked with?
Actress, I would have to say Keira Knightley. Actor, I'm going to say actor/director, be Clint Eastwood.
Wow. Yeah. Favorite food?
Tacos.
Nice. Any regrets or anything that you wish you maybe hadn't done?
I think everybody has regrets, but the way to go about it is, you have regrets, but you get through it and you move on.
Sure. Talk about, if you could, the movie industry and how competitive it is, how difficult it can be, and stressful at times.
Well, there's so many people that come out to L.A. trying to, make it big. And, what I say to those people is, if that's something that you really, really want to do, go for it. I mean, try your hardest. Do it while you're young. That way, if it doesn't happen, unfortunately, then you're older and you can do something else. Just follow your dream, stay positive, stay optimistic, and work your ass off.
Any upcoming projects worth noting? Anything that you have coming up soon?
I had a film come out in February. It was called Gnome Alone. It's about a killer garden gnome, which is me.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And then I have another movie coming out sometime this next year. It's called 420. I play a drug dealer, an arms dealer named Tito. I'm supposed to be Hispanic, but I mean, they just kind of went with it. So, yeah, it's a comedy.
Awesome. What are your favorite movies to do? What kind of movies?
I like doing drama. It's just, it's more challenging, and I don't mind that, but comedy just seems to come a little bit easier.
Sure.
Let's open up the floor to question and answers, guys. I wanted to get it started. Vern, you more than a lot of celebrities have really embraced social media. And I love reading and going over things that you've said just because it's usually so clever. And
She's right there.
And
Yeah.
so did
Now
you
I can
Stand
see.
up, Shay.
Sorry, I should stand up. So I guess, what is it like being so embraced by pop culture? Like when you do something, everyone just really lines up behind you and just supports you.
Well, I really appreciate that, first of all. When I'm on social media, I just want to have fun, make people laugh. I'm not there to publicize everything that I'm doing. I want to have interaction with my fans and everybody out there. Now, everybody doesn't appreciate some of the things that I do. You always have these bad elements out there, but you just got to ignore it and appreciate the fans that you have and how positive and supportive they are.
That's awesome. And then would you mind telling us a little bit more about some of your ventures that you do? So, for example, I thought you were dressed as a shark to support Katy Perry. Turns out you were actually, you were doing a lot more than that.
Well, basically, the shark picture we did like 7-8 months ago, way before the Super Bowl. And what we did it for was Shark Week was coming on Discovery. So I had a remote in my hand and I had the shark costume on, and I was watching Shark Week. And it just, Katy Perry came out with the sharks, and people put two and two together, and
It's great timing. All right, if you have any questions for Vern, just raise your hand.
Coming at you. I'm the mic guy.
How's it going?
it's going.
I was just wondering, on the set with Mike, how many times did you catch him doing other quotes from movies such as like Wayne's World or something?
I don't recall him quoting any other movie.
No schwing or anything of that?
No. I think he was totally immersed into all characters that he did in Austin Powers.
Right.
So it's not really something you want to get sidetracked with.
Right. Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Question? You got one there, John?
So did he constantly joke around on set with you guys, or
I can't hear you.
did he constantly joke around, Mike Myers, with you guys on set all the time, or?
Yeah, as soon as he's in front of the camera, like I said, you don't know what he's going to do. So he improvs and, makes jokes towards the camera people and, all in good fun. And then in between takes, he has the sound guy play some of his favorite music, so he dances in between scenes. So.
What was your absolute favorite part of making that movie?
Austin Powers? Yeah. It was fun for the whole crew. Everybody had a great time. Everybody got along. There was no tension. And it was just all around just fun. And you get paid for it.
I was just wondering, who's your biggest inspiration? I mean, actor or non-actor?
My my biggest inspiration is my parents.
Anybody else?
Hi, I just wondered what your hobbies were outside of acting. What are your hobbies? What do you enjoy doing?
Well, I travel so much, not just in the United States. I travel all over the world. So it gets really hectic sometimes. And I take the advantage of when I'm at home, I'm at home. I don't do anything. I order out. But my hobbies when I'm at home, I watch a lot of sports and play video games.
That's awesome. Let me grab this real quick.
What's your favorite sport?
College football. Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue. What is it? Baylor who?
Oh.
Baylor who?
Nice.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I would like to hear more about Seth Green, if you don't mind sharing, because I love him, and I have since Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Do you have a crush on him?
I absolutely do. Robot Chicken is my jam.
Okay, well, give me your number and I'll pass it on for you.
Oh, I'm so happy right now.
No, me and Seth got to hang out on the set of Austin Powers quite a bit. You know, when you're doing a film like that, it's a lot of hurry up and wait because they're filming other things that you're not in. So you try to take a nap, can't sleep. I actually had a karaoke machine in my trailer. So next thing I would know, I'd hear Seth knocking on my door, coming in and singing the Moody Blues or whatever. So that's how we passed our time.
Questions?
Gotcha. What was your favorite part about working with the Harry Potter cast and being a part of the Harry Potter universe?
A lot of makeup. We got it cut down to 4.5 hours. I was working for 2 weeks. I got to meet Daniel, who was just a little kid. I never read the book, so I didn't realize how big it was. And, you know, I did the film and basically just moved on. And, you know, it kept filming and filming and filming. And, I mean, I thought it was great for kids.
Question? Right there.
Yes, you work with a lot of great actors and actresses. Is there anyone that you didn't like working with?
Why do I always get that? Can we close the doors and not have video taken of this? He was a nice guy to me, but he was a problem on the set, and that's Jim Carrey.
I'm sure you have some crazy fan stories from fans you met. So could you tell us one of the craziest stories from that?
I can't tell you all of them. Some of the things that happen is, you know, not even when I'm at here or somewhere, just wherever, just somebody walks up to me or just walks by me and says, "Get in my belly." And I'm like, I don't think so.
Great questions.
You probably get harassed by the paparazzi a lot. And I'm sorry that you have to deal with that, but I would like to hear a little bit more about what that's like for you to have that as part of your life, your everyday life.
It comes with the territory when you're in this type of business. And it's always you have good paparazzi or bad paparazzi. The biggest problem that I have with it, they really interfere with your private life. I mean, everybody needs to have their own private life and not have somebody poking a camera, where it shouldn't be. And the problem nowadays is with technology, everybody's got a camera phone. So you can't just sit there, like if you're at a restaurant, and just start digging for boogers. It's not a good pick.
I do have another question, because I always have lots of questions.
She does.
Who is the most powerful person, or I guess the most famous person that you could call right now? You don't have to, but who is like the most popular person in your address book?
Ludacris.
Oh,
yes! There's more than one, but yeah, that's one of them.
That's a big one. Yeah, I like reading y'all's back and forth on Reddit. It makes me happy. Does anybody else have any questions? All right.
Who are your inspirations coming into this field of work?
Well, I guess Warwick Davis. He's the one that. Well, I don't want to just necessarily say him. Billy Barty is the one that started it all. He started out doing vaudeville and grew into, as technology got better, got into films and acting and things like that. Somebody to come along was Warwick Davis. He was Wicket in the Star Wars films. He was in Willow. He's done a lot of different work. Yeah, he's a great guy. And I think nowadays, my inspiration is Peter Dinklage.
More questions?
Any word on Austin Powers 4?
Just rumors. I would tell you if I knew. I told you about Jim Carrey, so why wouldn't I tell you?
More questions?
All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
It sounds like you could.
Which film did you have most fun on?
Probably Austin, just because the practical jokes and, improvisation and just Mike making everybody laugh.
What was it like working on the set of The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus?
Well, the way I like to describe Terry Gilliam as a director, as a person, I like to refer to him as crazy cool. When I worked with him this 2 times, and he has this amazing ability to take a camera angle and make it look totally different. And he gets a lot out of his actors. He lets them, put a lot of themselves into it, but he also guides you along that path of his imagination, what he's thinking this character should be doing because he wrote it. So it's always good to get that side of it. And he's one of the best directors I've ever worked with.
What film series would you rather what film series would you love to work on if given the chance?
I'll just throw one out there. Fast and Furious. I'll be the mini Vin Diesel.
We have one question over there.
Are there any words of inspiration for any actors or actresses out there, like future ones?
It kind of.
Can you do it again?
Are there any inspirational words that you have for any future, like actresses or actors?
Yeah, anybody upcoming, up and coming, or just trying to do what they love. It's just you got to be optimistic because people are gonna turn you down a lot. But you got to stay positive and just believe that you can do whatever you set your mind to. That's what it's all about.
If you weren't a movie star, what would you do?
I'd probably be standing on the corner of one of your freeways with a sign saying, "I'm hungry."
Any more questions?
This is kind of random, but you've been through so much and you've accomplished so much. Have you ever thought about writing a memoir or a book or anything?
Yeah, I thought of it. And for for me to do a book or a memoir right now of everything that I've done, I probably should wait until after my film career is over, because there's a lot of things that would come out in the book that people would probably frown upon.
Get one back there.
As a child, did you have to struggle with any kind of bullying, and what would you say to anybody trying to deal with that right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate. Kids will be kids, but, I mean, you got to draw a line somewhere. I do a campaign called No Hate, and that's a really special organization for me to help people that, are getting called names and things like that. I was in grade school, and there was a kid, he was like, 2 grades lower than I was, but he was like another 1.5 feet taller than I was. And just out of the blue, he comes up and calls me the M word, if you know what that is. And I didn't even really think about it. I just jumped up, punched him in the nose, and it started bleeding all over the place. And then, I got expelled.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, he never called that again.
Vern, I was just wondering, what's your favorite subreddit?
Oh, dude, there's so many. I can't name just one.
Top
How about
3 to
yours?
5.
What are yours?
Oh, that's a rough one.
See?
I've been playing a lot of League of Legends lately, so the League of Legends subreddit is one of my go-to. That and the college football subreddit.
Okay.
All right, so when you're not, trying to get out there in terms of acting and you're not commenting and being part of the social world on social media, like, what are your hobbies? What do you do to kill time? Like, what's Vern behind the scenes
He eats
like?
tacos.
Besides tacos. Didn't we already, I already said this.
Oh, we already behind the scenes? Oh, I apologize.
Where were you?
Oh, I was
thinking of our next question.
I play video games and watch college football.
Oh, yeah, what video games do you play?
Right now I'm on Assassin's Creed Unity.
Ooh. You should share with us your online handle.
Not.
Any more questions?
Questions? Here we go. When you look back at your career, what moment just really comes to mind as being the best moment?
I don't have just one best moment. I feel fortunate just to be able to do what I do. I mean, there's a moment, after the first Austin Powers, I received an MTV Movie Award with Mike for the best fight scene. And that's one reason why I really liked, doing that film, because I got to beat the crap out of Mike.
We got a question back there.
How you doing?
Good.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Favorite rapper?
If I don't say Ludacris, I'll be in trouble.
More questions? We got one back there.
Favorite TV show?
What?
What's your favorite TV show?
Now? I don't really watch TV that much. The show that's maybe on Showtime, which I haven't been able to keep up with, is Shameless on Showtime. No fans?
No, I guess not.
Watch it on your Apple computer.
More questions? Any more questions? You got one right here. Okay. In the front.
With the Gringotts Bank roller coaster and all, have they contacted you at all to have a character in that based off of your character there?
I don't think I could, be involved in that. I mean, I didn't. It's not my licensing or anything like that. So, whatever J.K. wants to do, let her do it.
All right. Any more questions? A couple more questions, and we're gonna wrap it up.
Let me just say one story while we were on the subject of J.K. I was hired to be Grip Hook in the first Harry Potter. And after the first Harry Potter came out, there was a lot of press, people talking. And to press people, J.K. Rowling was always saying that she only hired British people to be in the Harry Potter films. I'm not British. So kind of what happened, just because she put her foot in her mouth, I didn't get to be in the last two. It's fine, Warwick got it, so that's cool.
We got a question way back there.
What was your experience working on the set of Postal?
Well, my experience, and it basically, I'm not going to say experience, just while I was filming that, I wanted to get the hell off the set as much as possible. It was a stupid film. If you've seen it, I'm not judging, though.
All right, last question, I believe. Last question. Is there one more? Can we do one more?
Come on.
One more.
Anybody? Here we go.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I'm kind of curious. Do you have any pets at all? Like, do you have any dogs, cats, anything?
Does a goldfish count? No, I don't have anything. Because I travel, and, if I did, I'd have to get boarding, and that gets expensive when I'm gone for 2-3 months at a time. So I would love to have pets. It's just at this moment in time in my life, I can't.
All right, guys, I got to read this real quick. Don't forget to stop by Verne Troyer's table and get an autograph after this and picture.
Sorry, you're going to have to catch me next year. I got to catch a plane.
Okay.
So sorry. Hopefully everybody came up and was able to say hi and get a picture or whatever you guys wanted. So I appreciate you guys having us out, and I enjoyed meeting all of you. So thank you.